Booktube. This is Brecky from Brecky Writes, and this is Brecky Reads. Today I'm doing the Newbie Booktuber tag. This was started by Brenda C. I will link her channel in the description below. This is a tag for new booktubers so you guys get a chance to get to know us better. Question number 1, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I really love books and literature and book discussions. I stumbled upon Booktube by accident because I was watching videos of makeup hauls and reviews of makeup because I have very sensitive skin. On the sidebar of a makeup haul video, there was a book haul video, and I thought, a book haul video? And the rabbit hole opened and swallowed me up, and I have been in Booktube ever since that moment. I'm looking for community, I'm looking to engage with others. I moved across the country recently and don't have a lot of friends that love literature the way that I love literature, so to be able to share that, to be enthusiastic with others about books and writing and literature and publishing and just the whole aspect that books, novels, and nonfiction can provide for us. I am really, really excited about that. Question number 2, what are some fun and unique things that you'll be bringing to Booktube? I'll definitely be bringing my academic background. I have degrees in history, English, and religion, so I will have that academic critical lens on sometimes, but I also will bring a lot of enthusiasm. I'm a fangirl like everybody else, and I have a lot of joy for the things that I love. I'm also a little bit older than the average booktuber. I'm gonna be turning 30 in a couple of weeks, and so I just have more days of life that separate me from sort of the average age of booktubers that I've seen, which is, I think, college, early 20s. And that's not a place of privilege by any means. I'm just saying that I've just lived more, so my perspective will be a little bit different than someone who just has less years to them. Neither is better than the other, they're just different. Question number 3, what are you most excited about your new channel? I am excited for the conversations. I am excited to be in conversation with all of you, to be talking about books that we love, to be talking about books that we've hated, to be discovering new authors and new series that I haven't heard of yet. I have discovered so many great new books just since I started watching Booktube this summer. I'm excited to be continuing to expand my knowledge of what is currently being published in the fiction world. I read a lot of academic stuff for my job, but to be able to read fun fiction, I've learned so much already, and I'm excited to grow that and to have wonderful conversations about that going forward. Question number 4, why do you love reading? I love reading for 2 reasons. The first reason is that I love the escape that reading provides. When you're reading a good adventure book, you are far away. You can travel to any world, anytime, any place. You can fight aliens, you can save princesses, you can live 1,000 lives. The second reason I love to read is that I'm always learning something. I read a lot of nonfiction, so I'm learning facts, particularly with the rise of great creative nonfiction. You are getting these wonderfully researched stories, but they're woven together with a kind of artifice that you would expect of a novel, and it's so great. But I also love that novels, particularly literary fiction, allows me to walk in someone else's shoes. I can never know what it's like to be a 13-year-old boy, but if I read a book from the perspective of a 13-year-old boy, I might have a better understanding of what their life is like. I love that I can grow my perspective and grow my kind of understanding and appreciation for other people's experiences through reading. Question number 5, what book series got you into reading? When I was a little girl, my mom read me all of the Laura Ingalls Wilder books. So Little House in the Big Woods, Little House on the Prairie, Farmer Boy, Little House on Silver Lake, Little House by Plum Creek, Little House in Somewhere Somewhere. I was a living history reenactor growing up, so I could read the stories of Laura Ingalls Wilder and then go dress up like Laura Ingalls Wilder, and it brought the books to life and made me that much more excited to go and read the books and to dive into the world because it was so real. So as a small child, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, I read all the Laura Ingalls Wilder books, and I have been a reader ever since. Question number 6, what question would you ask your favorite booktubers? If I could only ask one question of my favorite booktubers, I would probably ask them if they could only read one author for the rest of their lives, one single author, everything they've ever written, and you can only read them forsaking all others. What author would they choose? I think this is an interesting question because would you go for an author that has the most volume of work? Would you go for an author that has the most variety in their writing? Would you go for your favorite author? There are so many ways to unpack this question. If you could only read one author for the rest of your life, what single author would you read? Let me know in the comments what you would pick. I'm still thinking about who I would pick too. Question number 7, what challenges do you think will be the most difficult to overcome? For me, my biggest challenge is going to be time. I have a full-time job, I am a writer myself, I want to have time for reading so I can make good content, and finding the time to stay dedicated to uploading at least 2 videos a week will be a bit of a challenge for me. If I get busy, the first thing that I'll cut from my schedule will be my booktube videos, but I'm gonna really try to stick to 2 uploads a week, maybe 3 in the beginning as I'm getting to know all of you. Yeah, making time, being an adult, and scheduling my life so that I have time for booktube videos. Question number 8, when did you start reading? I started reading really early. I was reading between 4 and 5. So when I got to kindergarten and most of my classmates were learning their ABCs, I was already reading basic books. This is because my father was a professor, and so he started reading very early. My father did not read me Cat in the Hat. He read me Tennyson poems. So that was how I started reading. Question number 9, where do you read? Well, right there. That is my book nook. It's my bed. I just got new posters. You can see them. I ordered them from dftba.com. They need to be hung, and I need to move my Cambodian artwork around, and so there'll be a prettier wall for future videos. I primarily read in bed, in my room. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, so I also read as I walk to work every day. Walking to work and laying in bed are the 2 places I read the most. And question number 10, what kind of books do you like to read? I primarily love YA fantasy or fantasy in general. If I'm going to choose a book from a bookstore, it's going to be a fantasy book. That said, my second favorite genre is actually nonfiction, particularly creative memoirs. I do really enjoy good literary fiction, and I'm going to try to read more of that in the coming year. I'm going to work on expanding my horizons this year. I want to read some westerns, I want to read some mysteries, maybe some thrillers, we'll see. Aside from horror, I'm open to trying new things. But my 2 favorite genres are fantasy, both adult fantasy and YA fantasy, and nonfiction memoirs that generally are funny and humorous. Those would be my 2 favorite genres of books to be reading. What about you? Are you a new booktuber? Do you want to do this tag? Consider yourself tagged right now. If you aren't a new booktuber, but you have some insights, whether you want to answer what single author you would read for the rest of your life or give me some book suggestions, please leave all of that in the comments and just say hi. I'm new and I would love to get to know more people and have more conversations. Bye!